Hey guys, we got some Algebra 1 here, y squared plus 16y plus 60. We have to solve for y. So, starting here, I just want to say that there's three different things. There's three different coefficients or numbers beside the y. So, I'm going to call them a, b, and c. So, it's a y squared. So here a is just 1. There's an invisible 1 because it's 1y squared. And by, b is 16. A is 1. And c is 60. It has no variable. There's no y there, so it's fine. Alright, so now that we know c is 60 and b is 16, a is 1, we want to find a number that multiplies to 1 and 60, and the same two numbers add to 16. So, 60 and 1 multiply to 60, but they can't add to 16, right? So we just keep going. There's also 30 and 2. There's also 20 and 3. It's pretty close. So you just want to keep going through these and hopefully you find an answer. Sometimes you don't and you have to use quadratic equation, but I'm going to keep going. You have 6 and 10. Now you see these do add to 16. So 6 plus 10 is 16. 6 times 10 is 60. So we have our two numbers, and now we can you can basically split this into the two numbers. So honestly, at this point, you could just take the two numbers, 6 and 10, with the y's, and you could just make them negative, and that'll give you your answer. So y equals -6, y equals -10. But if you don't want to know why this works, you can basically like this. It splits them into 6y and 10y, and then they replace 16y. Because these are factors of 60 and 1, and they add up 16. So you can split into those two. And then you can have 10y plus 60. And from there, you factor out what they have in common. So y goes in y. And how many times does y go in 6y? Well, there's 6 y's and 6 y. So it goes in as 6 times. And these can both be multiplied by 10. So you can have 10 on the outside. And you have y plus 6. This is just me factoring out 10 from these two. If you're not sure how to do that, you just see a number they have in common and divide both of them by that number. Here it's 10. 10y divided by 10 is y. 60 divided by 10 is 6. Then you put the 10 on the outside. And from there, these numbers will always be the same. And you have y plus 10 from here, and y plus 6 from here. And it's kind of like algebra, but this is basically y plus 6 equals 0, which is the same thing as saying y equals -6, because you move the 6 to the other side. And y equals -10 also. So y equals -10 and y equals -6.